Literally, just like that. We're going, we're in it, we're on it. I have this great idea. I don't know how great it's going to be. We are going to start a freshy coach. We're going to pick ourselves like a 1-star school, and we're going to go from coordinator to CEO. How long that's going to take, I don't know. Um, we're looking to move up to schools with better prestige. We are not going to be doing any recruiting of our own until we are a head coach. That could be sooner, that could be later. We'll see what happens. Now, because we're starting as a coordinator, we're actually going to start in. Let's see. I'm going to turn this to faster. We're going to set this up. We're going to start with a specific tree, and it's not going to be recruitment. If you watch from the beginning of this video, you'll actually see the sliders that I use for my gameplay. So if you're interested, that's where it's going to be. So we have block impact, per play recovery. We're going to turn this down per timeout, between quarter, halftime, and this goes up to 60. We do turn the transfers up, but we turn the transfers down just a little bit. We're going to keep everything as it is there. All right. Now let's look at some 1-star programs. You know, they're not all equal. No 1-star programs in some of these conferences. The American Conference only has 8 teams in it. I didn't realize that. The USA Conference. We've done Missouri State quite a few times. I think we're going to start here on the Aggies. And we're going to start as an OC. But we're going to be a tactician. That's how we're going to start. Because I think that's going to give us the best chance of actually winning a few games. All right. Coach name here. Oh. Why do I just like this last name? For no reason at all whatsoever. We're not going to run New Mexico State. We are actually going to run a multiple. But maybe North Carolina's multiple would be okay. We can stay in the 4-2-5. We are going to make our alma mater TCU. And we're actually going to make our pipeline. Just hold on a second here. I have this up. Let's see. TC. It's going to be East Texas. So we're actually going to make our pipeline. I like that. But we're actually going to go. Yeah, we will do East Texas. We're going to be situational strategist. We're going to do balanced pressure, and I'm going to turn this up just a little bit, and the defense is going to stay down. Now, technically, we could play the defense, but we're an OC, so we won't play any defense until we're a head coach. And for the most part, we're actually going to be simming a lot of these games. We're going to be jumping in on a handful of them every year to try to pick ones that are important. What's up, Chase, man? How you doing? Appreciate you coming back. You are on it. We are taking an NC break today to start a potential journey here. Wow, the Aggies went 10-5 in 2023. That is amazing. We're going to see what this looks like. And I'm not sure how good this is going to be. So we're not doing that. We can set up the schedule, and we're going to do the depth chart. Wins are wins, and we're in a bad spot anyways. But this is going to be the most important one, is our coach skills. So looking at our tactician tree, there's a few things that I always do. We're going to dump points here. Now, we are an OC, so I guess it would make sense to put some of these points in this. Because we are the OC, but we are going to get some boosts right out of the gate. And let's set our depth chart. Again, we're only an OC. The journey is to the whole point of this. Yeah, poor New Mexico, bro. Like what? The point of this journey though is pretty simple. It is to get to different schools. We want to eventually become a CEO and lead a major program, but we have to work our way to get there. So I want speed on my field. So I actually have fairly decently fast guys. Now again, we're not recruiting, we're only a coordinator. So it's going to be up to the team and the guys that we have to do recruiting. Third down running back, we can use that guy. Power halfback, that's fine. In the slot, they're going to put Dijon Stanley in the slot. Okay. That's totally fine. They run a 4-2-5, so we're going to stay in that. We dumped our coach points that we needed to. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. We're going to dump our points there. They're going to go after a bunch of 2-star schools, but there's nothing that we can do about that. That's all on them. So we're going to start out with a gimme. It's going to be FCS East. I would like to put us in a position to win. That's what's important. I'm hoping that the tactician tree is going to boost us up a little bit. With a better O-line, maybe we can win a few games. As soon as we kind of fill out the tactician tree, we're going to jump into recruitment. And then eventually we're going to jump over to motivator. Architect is expensive. I don't know if that's going to be one that we do. I need to take a look at the conference. We shouldn't start conference games until like our 4th game in. Louisiana Tech, Missouri State. We got a few gimme games in here though. Like we just gotta roll it right. We're gonna pick 3 games this year to hop in and play the moments, but only the offensive moments. We do not play defense. Not until we're a head coach. Alright, so we're gonna lose there. Alright. Let's boost to catch and traffic. Catch and jumping. Get a little boost for our defensive coordinators here. Louisiana Tech. So we beat the FCS school. We lose in week 2, simulating week 3. All of our big games are going to be saved for actual conference opponents. And we're going to lose that game too. Let's see. We might play our first conference game here. More coach skills, level 4. These are going to be huge. We're going to want to use these. We want everybody to be playing up to a higher level. So to go 1 and 2 before we start our conference games, I don't like that. Should be 8 conference games, so we'll have 1 more non-conference game before we actually start. 1 and 2. We're 6th in the Central USA. The Rio Grande rivalry. Now, this is a rivalry game, but I want to save all of our playable games, which we're going to choose 3, for conference games. That way we can hopefully make the biggest impact in the conference, which is hopefully going to help our prestige as a school and things of that nature. So we lost to the Lobos. All right, we're not looking great. Look at the people that they're in on. Look at how they are recruiting. Look at how they recruit. It's terrible. It is terrible. There is not a lot of logic there. We're going to jump in. This is our first conference game against the Sam Houston Bearcats. What this looks like, I don't know. This playbook is also new to me, so with the multiple playbook, I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like. Play versus Sam Houston, Liberty, and Western Kentucky. That's most likely what we're going to do. I do want to make sure that if there is a game, the thing that I like to do, or would like to try to do, is I'm going to play the first game and big rivalry games against schools that are a lot better than us. Again, we can't play the defense. We can only play the offense. And it's not looking great for us. Third down alert, they're going to let us jump in. This is going to be a long journey, and I don't want to spend 2, 3, 4 hours in a season or a bad school. All right. So we're going to get a red zone chance here. We're only down, We're down 2 possessions. So we score here, it goes a long way. We actually have decent halfbacks. Everybody's playing up a little bit better. I sat down and I had this idea and I was like, I'm going to start as a coordinator and see, build my coach and see just where I can go. We'll just run it in with Cutler. We're not going to be favoring anybody. We're not looking for specific stats for specific people or anything like that. We are literally just trying to get wins. And this one's, I missed an offensive one there. They actually made it work. Let's run the gun slot speed option. We're going to swap sides. We'll probably do the Sam Houston. Well, we're in Sam Houston. I mean, we'll probably do, oh no. Oh, that's not good. That even took us out of field goal range. That was a bad one. I'm in a league. I'm in a dynasty with a friend of mine, and I'm TCU, and I have a really, really good squad. Oh my gosh, bro. This is going to be a rough year. We're not beholden to any schools either. If we get the chance to go somewhere else where we can have a better program and it's like a job upgrade, where we can like move to a better conference, any and all of that is on the table. The goal is to eventually be a head coach for a high prestige program and just kind of work from there. That's a bad one. That's bad. Yeah. We're going to lose our first game here unless the defense does something. The defense is like screaming at us to do something, but what a freaking read by that guy. I'll go 3rd and 2. It's 9-31. It's not great that can't get 2 yards against a team that's a 67 overall. And I know we're a 67 overall, but we should be playing a little bit higher than that because I do have the tactician tree unlocked. It is what it is. Yeah, I had my tight end. I didn't realize that was a 4th down. This game is a bust. Yeah, this game's done. I'm not going to be surprised if we lose a lot and end up having to just like transfer schools. That's a good read. That was a good throw. So we just got killed by Sam Houston, he says. Yeah, we got murdered. We got murdered. It's done, bro. We got cooked. You could have tried. I high pointed it so it'd go over that guy. You're tall. You're a tall man. You're a tall boy. Catch that thing. Some garbage time touchdowns. We're not going to get the onside. 16-point game. You got to score twice and 2-point conversions just to tie it. It's tough. It's tough business. I don't really know what I have expectation-wise. I know that I know that 3-2 is not good. I mean, the 3 touchdowns is good, but the 2 picks is not good. I don't know what's gonna happen in like an off-season world. I had that dude wide open that I sent up. I thought that dude, he like jumped back, so I was like, oh, he's gonna play with that guy. Nah. High-low cross. Like, what's the expectation? What's the hope? I mean, we're not going to be at New Mexico State long term. However, I don't really see us getting like good job offers if we can't put together a winning season in a bad conference with a team that's about as good as everybody else in the conference. You'd expect that you could at least get some wins. Just wait. Oh, well, I'm not going to come over right now. I'm saying you're just going to have to wait till a little bit later, and then you can. Okay. Oh, catch it. Yeah. Like 3 to 4 wins you need. Yeah, we probably don't get that. My team, this is a home game against Sam Houston, and it's not going well. That's the game. Okay. So it doesn't look as bad as it was, but it was really bad. We end up losing 30 to 38. And again, it was way worse than it looks. It didn't look that bad. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Rivalry games will be important. Some of the other games might be important. What it's going to look like, I don't know. Let's see. It goes quick when you do it like this to start because again, I'm not going to recruit until I'm a head coach. And because I'm a tactician archetype, I'm not even helping them. How do we stack up against Liberty? We'll play the Liberty game. It only gives us one more game to play. This is a big game because if we actually beat Liberty on the road, it would have conference implications, and it does look good for the school, right? So we'll play Liberty on the road and hope for something great. We don't play the defense. All right, so we did go down the field. Let's go a little bench swap. Lydia is probably going to be open, and I'm probably looking for Callaway. What a terrible throw. Oh my gosh, dude. That was absolutely horrendous. Okay. Bro. Everybody's so bad that you have to do so much just to get anything. You gotta do, like, the amount of work. And then he falls down. Bro, I'm gonna lose my mind. Looking for Johnson. All right, so we're going to get a touchdown to go tie it up. Can they get the stop? They got the stop. Didn't matter. We punted. Okay. We're back on defense. Okay, it's back to defense. Back to defense. Our offense is doing nothing in simulation. It might be time to try a new playbook because the simulation is not being kind to us. It also hasn't brought us in. This is the first offensive drive it's brought us in since the last one, and I wish it would have been a little bit better than it was because it's pretty bad. So if we get into the red zone, it'll bring us in pretty much every time. That's a good adjustment to put up 2 touchdowns on the day. Can we get a stop? All right, so we're driving. We have an opportunity here. 3rd and 8. if we can get something to happen well here, just sit down. Just take the first. See if they can push it into the red zone. No, they're going to have us come back out. 3rd and 7 this time. We're going to be looking here. Oh, that's not good. Ugh, that wasn't what I wanted. Kick the field goal. They went for it, and they got it. I assumed they were going to kick the field goal. I assumed wrong. See what they're going to do. No blitz. Pick up first. If we can score here, we'll be within 3 of Liberty. We played much better this game than we did the other game. All right. So it's a good read. We're back in the red zone. All right. We just got to do something good here. Oh, no, we're not in the red zone quite yet. Dude, it was in your mitts, brother. All you had to do was hold on to it. That is tough business. All right, we have to score. We got to get at least into field goal range, but ideally we would score. I mean, that's pretty big. So what do? Do we go chew clock? The problem is this. I can't help the defense. I'm an OC. So if we score and we go up by, well, they would have to score a touchdown. But I got a feeling that they will definitely probably just actually score the touchdown. That sucked. That pitch sucked. Hell. What, dude? On a 4th and 7. Listen, we play aggressive. We got everything to win here if we can convert this. It's a blitz. I shouldn't have thrown that. I shouldn't have thrown that there. I should have hit the Y. We lost. Oh, that sucks. All right, so no timeouts. We're going to get a punt. This is part of the problem with when you play this game a lot is like I'm bouncing around from so many different dynasties that I have legitimate dynasties with like really, really good players and that I get in a situation and I'm just like, oh yeah, I just got to hit this guy. He held on. Yeah, put me back out there right now. The multiple playbook, I don't know if it's doing well for us or not. 35 seconds, but we do stop the clock. We got to do something here. No! Off the tip, dude. That's it. So we were close, but our team sucks. I suck. Our offensive scheme is not good. And that dude letting that ball get tipped like that is pretty horrendous. Like, that's some pretty awful stuff. I actually didn't go set up my gameplay sliders, and I need to. So you can see the sliders that we use, and it is just down that. These come down quite a bit. And the ball security comes down. Hold on. Where are we at? There we go. Ball security, the fumbles. We do 35 on that. We down the interceptions and the tackling, which, yeah, right. Why would we do that, right? Defense. We actually up there. No, we up their coverage, not their reaction time. And we down their interceptions, and I do down those across the board. Field goal power goes up, accuracy goes down, punt power up, and injuries do come down, fatigue goes up, and you will see that how I play is a little bit lower on the speed threshold. We do turn this stuff up because I've noticed that in some of the rain games, man, it can be really brutal to a point where it just doesn't feel like good, if that makes sense. We're going to leave all of these alone for now, but we will turn intentional grounding off because that changes the way that they play. So, we've used 1 and 5 New Mexico State. We're so bad. We're awful, man. So we've used 2 of our 3. We actually played a semi-decent game against Liberty. I'm not super disappointed in them, but we are going to change our playbook. We're going to get out of North Carolina's multiple. And what is that? You got Minnesota's multiple. You got Michigan's multiple. I think the power spread is like a big one that everybody runs this year. But let's see. Let's run Georgia's multiple. And because we're in a 4-2-5, I'm actually going to swap us to 4-3 multiple to see if that helps the defense a little bit. We're not going to play the Missouri State game. I really, really hope we can get a win over Missouri State. I think we will. I think that'll put us to 2-5. Duke has a good playbook. Is it multiple? Because I want to... We did win. We did win against Missouri State. I'm trying to figure out some better things for that. So I did turn us up. So we're going to be level 10. And we're going to unlock the recruiter tree, which is what we're going to immediately unlock. And we're offensive again. So for now, we're going to put a little bit of points in some of these guys. Because we're an OC. Once we're a head coach, we can get more team balanced. But for now, we're going to stay here. It's not that I don't want to play Western Kentucky, but if we do have... We have a lot of weeks left. And I feel like there's going to be a bigger game for us to play. See, look at that. They literally went out and got a 3-star. So we lost. We lost. Kennesaw State. At 2-6... I don't really know. I don't really know if it makes sense to really play any of these other games. We're going to have 4 games left. We did end up getting a lot of recruits this week, so good for our school. What it does for me, we did get another win. So Kennesaw State, bad team, but we beat them. So let's see. We're going to put a little bit into our stuff here. And for the tactician tree, I'm going to boost these guys one more time. And I really want to focus on trench play. So, we're up to a level 14. It's week 12. We're going to Tennessee, which you would think, like, yes, play that game. But why the hell would we play an out-of-conference game? It doesn't make any sense. We're going to lose that game. That's not even a game that we like have the ability to try to win. So I don't want to waste my time. Again, it's going to kind of go fast and furious in these first few seasons. No way we actually beat them. So we're 4-6. They're 4-2. We don't have any... There's not really a chance of us winning our conference. We're already way too far behind. We have 2 games left on the year. It's UTEP and Middle Tennessee. We're going to do the Battle of I-10 against UTEP. That'll be the last game we play, and potentially the last game we play as an Aggie. But we'll see what happens. So that's pretty bad that Tennessee got beat at home by New Mexico State. That's not That's really not a good look for New Mexico State. I'll say that. Or for Tennessee. That's not good. That's not good. Not good. So we got a big first quarter drive. We are on the road at UTEP. The nice thing is when you play against bad schools, they got a lot of people in this stadium right now. It's a lot more people than I thought they would have. Like, I want to just get into the off season and into the next season, but also an extra win here could make a really big difference. I think based on the coverage that they're doing, the outside is where we're going to have a lot of our success. But when you overthrow, no success comes your way. So let's see what happens. The defense held. Good job on the defense. If we ended 5-7, I mean, that would be okay with me. We stacked together a few wins in the simulation. Beating Tennessee was nice. Kennesaw State. They've had a better year so far than they did last year, but we're not by any means like, oh, I knew that guy was chilling, but I thought that I thought he was going to run with the seam guy. That's what I thought he was going to do. So they went and scored. 3-7. We didn't make a very good read on that other play. We're going to have Fapel going up the seam, up the sideline here. That's so bad, bro. Our team is just bad. We do go for it a lot, though, in the simulation, and we do end up getting it quite a bit. I think we're just going to hit Fapel out here. Oh, my gosh. The quarterback's bad, bro. It was even a technically good throw. Something happened. We got the ball back. I think it was a pick. I'm not sure. But if we could score here, we would go up. It is only the second quarter. Let's run a dig return, and we're going to look at what the shade looks like on the outside here. But I think we're going to end up going to Johnson. That's bad. You got to remember we don't have an O-line. I have to remember we don't have an O-line. Dude. Oh, he's so bad, bro. He's so bad. How many of these have we had opportunities to get that we just blew it on? That guy's wide open in the end zone. I made the right read. It was the right play call. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Run the mesh. But I'm going to put Johnson on the seam. I'm actually going to call a timeout just because I want everybody to get a rest. 32 seconds. This is an important drive. If we can leave here with points, I mean, that would be good. My O-line doesn't stand up against anything, though, so I'm not sure. Yeah, but I've looked at all the quarterbacks, and nobody's really better. That's a pick. I thought he was going to lead that a little more. Okay. 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 All right. Back on offense. Okay. That was bad. That was an opportunity for us to do something semi-decent. All he had to do was kind of lead that a little bit, and nope, that's a pick. Yep. That's bad. We're going to end up losing this game against UTEP. Going forward, it's going to be very important, but we can't handle recruiting until we are actually... That's a good read. Finally. Oh, he got hurt. So we are making a quarterback change regardless. Adhd is coming out. All right. He's going to run for 3. 9-7. We've thrown 2 red zone picks and a few other ones that haven't been great. How that guy actually spun out of that and was just right in my face, I'm like not entirely sure, but welcome to college football. Even when they're an awful team, they are much better than you, and don't forget it. It's a 2-point game, bro. My team sucks so bad. Nobody is out, literally nobody is outrunning anybody. Fast enough. What does the defense do? 16-10. I can't help you, defense. I can't help you. All right. Do we really think that the smart thing to do is to run this? No. But it did work out and we picked it up. They're saying this is the game, okay? This is the game. So everybody's been fast enough to keep up. We don't have any burners. I mean, I will take that. It's not quite field goal range, but across midfield is a big deal. Keep getting firsts. And if we can get close enough, let's run the mesh spot. We're actually looking for pride here on the drag. He did hold on. So UTEP gets hurt. They take a timeout. We are in field goal range. We have a kicker. Like, he is a kicker. All right. That's going to take us to the 2. Do we really feel okay about just, like, sitting? I've thrown enough picks in this game. I'm not sure what I think I should be doing, but apparently trying to complete a pass is not the thing that I should be trying to do. Because my guys suck. And, well, when you have a bad team, you shouldn't try to complete passes. 3 in a row, wide open. 3 in a row, wide open. Missed. Your team sucks, I suck. Can't help the defense. They're going for it. We got it. All we got to do is hold on. That was the defense, not us. Don't go out of bounds. Ugh. I don't want to stop the clock. This is the thing. We had it multiple times. I had the right play call. I had the right read. Just sit on it. There we go. Okay. That's going to give us our 5th win on the year. We didn't earn any of them except for this one. But we win the Battle of the I-10 against UTEP. Good for us to move 5-6. We could potentially end 6-6 depending on how they do in simulation, but I'm not going to hold my breath. What do we realistically think happens in the off season here? Did we do enough to get an offer to go to a better program? I don't think so. My gut tells me no. But the game does like to give you job opportunities regardless. We're an OC. New Mexico State did have a better year this year than they've had the last 2 years with me as OC. So maybe that translates to a job offer, to maybe a 2-star school, maybe maybe even a 3-star school based on who the heck knows what. We'll just have to see what happens. So we end the year 5-7. We're not going to compete for the conference. We knew that. But 5-7 is better than the 3 wins that they had. So this is conference week. They extended my OC contract, but we might be leaving, hopefully. I don't want to spend another year here in New Mexico. I'd like to not be here. So we have job offers. It's an upgrade, but I don't necessarily look at it as an upgrade. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of more of the same, if that makes sense. We're not going to take the Trojans' job. It's just more responsibility. Let's look to see if there's any job offers now. It's technically a job upgrade because it makes us a head coach, right? But that doesn't do anything for us. So what we're going to do is sim to the next season, because nothing that happens in the off season has anything to do with us. We're going to stay here as an Aggie for another year. Potentially, we can put together a better season this next year. We did get 5 wins. I don't know what retention looks like. Again, we are not the ones handling the recruiting. So whatever they are going to do in the off season, whatever training looks like, all of that is out of our hands. We can only work with the pieces that are given to us. I would say it was a successful year 1 at New Mexico State, which sounds weird to say, hey, that 5-7 year was a good year. So we actually went down in overall a lot. That is not great. Ability-wise, do we go help our defense? I think we do. I think we help the defense. I was hopeful that we would make a little bit of a jump. We made the opposite of a jump. And it does look like I made the wrong decision in staying here. However, Chris Johnson's still here. Yeah, I mean, everybody's just kind of really bad. I mean, it is what it is. We're 64 overall. However, I will say the conference probably all went down. Give us home games. I'm not going to go play South Carolina. Give us all the home games. We need whatever little bit of home field advantage we can get. Let's look at... What can we look at? What can we look at that's going to show us team? It's not going to show us this week. We'll check next week. We'll look around the conference to see if everybody else went down as well. Wow, look at that 1-star guy that they got to commit instantly. Good for them. All right. Now, team conference standings. Let's just look around the conference. So Liberty went all the way down to a 59. Jacksonville is a 64. 60, 58, 58. So actually, compared to everybody else in here, we are one of the better teams. So that could potentially be pretty big for us. That could be pretty big for us. We went down pretty bad in overall, but so did everyone else in our conference. So, whatever, whatever. Maybe we can get a few wins against some bad teams. Maybe we can get a nod at a different school, because I don't think it's going to get any better here. Hawaii's in the Mountain West. 0-2. 0-2. We got a Central USA game against Middle Tennessee. We're not going to play that game. He says 9-3 conference championship this year. Well, I bet we just lost against Middle Tennessee. We did. So, we have to win everything else. Do we play Jax State? We'll go play the Moments against Jacksonville State. They're one of the better teams in the conference, and it is a home game for us. So we're going to play that and see kind of what we can figure out. See what we're thinking. You know what I mean? I don't have high hopes. We don't play defense. Nope, we don't play defense. We don't play defense. The defense needs our help, and we don't play defense. So, okay, 2-minute drill. The first time we get to come in and play offense. This season, they're going to bring us in for a 2-minute drill. Now, what kind of people do we have here? He held on. The offensive line held up very well on that play, I will say. Jax State is going to burn a timeout. Looking at the team, I think we're much better than a 64, personally. I think we're better than a 64 overall. Now, it might not matter what I think, but it does look like the O-line is holding up decently well here. And we're going to get ourselves a touchdown in 3 plays. That's not bad. Does that get us heated up a little bit? Does the offense maybe start clicking in the second quarter or in the second half of this ball game? Or, because we can't play defense, we're absolutely screwed no matter what. 4th down alert, keep the drive alive. It's 4th and 6. We're coming in down, what is that? 12? That's a big play. We are making plays when I'm in. That seems to be the big difference between what we were doing last year. Last year, we weren't making plays at all. Go score. Go score. Okay. So we're going to score. What can the defense do? Ooh, so the defense got us the ball back. We have had a lot of pretty good drives so far. It's a blitz. We're going to throw that. He's going to catch it. We're going to go all the way down to the 1. Nicholas McGraw is a little bit of a dog out here. I don't know if you guys knew this. This man's throwing dots. All right. I can't play that, but I can play this. It's a 1-point ball game. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, McGraw is throwing dots, man. I don't know if you guys are seeing what's happening, but that man's on a mission. He is not liking that we're 0-3, and he is thinking, hey, I think we're a better team than that, and I agree with him. I think the problem is that the game, a lot of times, is only taking into account the overall that they have determined on these guys. All right, so do we want to punt this, or do we actually think we can pick this up? Because if we pick this up, it's game over. If we don't, they do still have to score, and the defense has played pretty good. We got it. We got it. And even there, it doesn't matter. We can actually kneel it. 3-13 and 4 tutties. I mean, let's go. That's our first win this year. It's a conference win against Jack State. I don't know. Was that the catalyst? Was that the game? We went off in that game. We went off in that game. 5.8 yards per play. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right. So, pretty big win. Pretty big win to put us to 1-3. So, that's a big deal. That is a really, really big deal. By the way, I absolutely hate how the computer recruits. We're not going to play that game. It's too early. It's too early to also play the Lobos game, which is a conference game. I think McGraw has it handled. I have faith in him. It's a home game, and we won. We go to 2-3. UTEP's coming to town again. It's the Battle of the I-10. Again, I think this is a game that we can win. I have faith in McGraw. I like that it's home games on our schedules. How did we do? We win. We go to 3-3. We're picking up a little bit of momentum. We're not going to play the South Carolina game because it's not a conference game. We are just hoping that we do okay. That's kind of what we're hoping. Man coverage, zone coverage. So the tactician has us boosted kind of across the board. Our head coach isn't even as good of a head coach as I am, an OC. But that's okay. We are moving. We are making specific things happen. We did lose to the Gamecocks, but I figured we would. Western Kentucky on the road. We'll let this one be a sim too. Again, I'm trying to get through these seasons as quickly as possible. We want to move up prestiges. We want to go to a better school, potentially a better conference. We won that game. We're on an absolute tear right now in the simulation. We are 4-4. We've almost matched the amount of wins we have from last year. That's a big deal. We're playing well right now in the sim. We're 5-4. Okay, Liberty has come to town. Now, I would typically play this game. Liberty, however, well, we're going to play the Liberty game. We're going to play the Liberty Flames to hopefully get our 6th win on the year. We're having a much better year this year than last year. Already, and Sim has been a lot kinder to us. So this is a big game. Liberty beat us last year, and I didn't like that. Big first quarter drive. What do we got? 5-4. No, dude. He hit that little, he got bumped. What's up, McGraw? What's going on, McGraw? Where's McGraw? Why is Davis out there? Oh, no. He's the guy. I don't care what anyone says. He was tearing it up for us. I don't care. I don't care. It's McGraw for life, my guy, okay? That's why. He's super hurt. Ooh, that's not good. All right, I guess it's got to be David. It's got to be Davis. You're going to sit on that zone. I'm going to playmaker and go over the top. We got a red zone alert. What are we doing? Let's run the mesh spot, and I'm looking for long. That's another. The Aggies are on a tear in the conference this year, and they won't be denied. Let everybody look at my 64 overall Aggies and tremble with fear. That's a big hit. Jaden Davis is playing very good. Let's run the stick, but I'm actually going to put Lydiot on a drag. Oh my gosh, bro. You had it in your mitts. You had a touchdown in your mitts, brother. He came out, though. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It's because I let him down. So I shouldn't say I don't know why. That'll put us up. 21. 2-minute drill. Go get some points. Don't mind if I doozle. We got a play action read. We got Bell underneath. We got Bozeman on the drag. No! He threw it right to him. 8-4 conference champs, he says. I mean, we're potentially going to 6-4, so it's not. I mean, you might not have been super off. That guy came in just enough for us to get that ball behind there. It is crazy that we're playing. Are we playing better, or did our conference just get way, way worse? I feel like the conference just got way worse, and that's kind of what's going on. Boop, boop, boop. I don't even think we need to jump in. I mean, it's 35-7. Like, I think the team's got it under control. We're going to move to 6-4. So we went from 3-9 to what was it last year? 5-7. We're 6-4 now. We're on a bit of a tear in the conference. It's feeling good. Is this the year we get a little bit better of an offer? 6-4 feels good. 5-1 in conference play. If we win a conference championship, somebody's got to give us an offer, right? A lot of schools got really bad. There's like a big, big turnover that happens. 6-4, FIU is coming to town. We're going to let this one roll and see what happens. I think we got it handled, man. I think we got it handled. Can we get a conference championship? Can we get a... Oh, so we lost. Kennesaw State on the road. They're 5-1. FIU just beat us, which means we have to win this game against Kennesaw State. We have to beat Kennesaw State. This will be our third game of the year that we're jumping in. We are allowed to jump in on any conference and any playoff game. Also bowl games. It's 3 that we choose. Conference, bowl, and playoff games obviously don't count. So we will jump in on those kind of regardless of what it looks like. Don't play the defense. We're in the red zone. All right, Kennesaw State. We need to start favoriting some of these plays that I'm running into and really liking. It's a good adjustment. We don't play defense. We got the mesh spot. Looking for long. This one does tend to work good, but I do think I'm going to put Bella. I just had a feeling that that was going to work out a lot better than the original one that they had rocking. Rock the drive. Look for the tight end over the middle. Potentially Bozeman on the post. Yeah. He had that played to the outside. Davis has played very good. Our offensive line has not. Run the drive again. I'm just looking for Crosby right away on the under. Blitz. Crosby. Back in the red zone again? What are we at? The 23. So why does it look like Bozeman's going to have the out this time instead of the in? It's because he is. Oh, that sucked. That was a bad throw. He overthrew that. He overthrew that a lot. Just beating Kennesaw State doesn't mean that we're going to be in the conference. But we have to beat Kennesaw State to have a chance at playing in the conference. So that's important to remember. Conference champ because you have the tiebreaker against Jacksonville State. Oh! Ah, he didn't get it. Kick the field goal. 17-point game. 2-minute drill gets some points. This shallow cross is a nasty play. For whatever reason, the running back continuously gets behind them. Nope. Nope. He got bumped. He got something. So that was a bad read. Oh, I had an opportunity to take over on the offense there. Didn't take it. Going for it on fourth. Trying to make this a game. It's not working out for them. 5 minutes left. They're going for it on fourth again. They did get 7. Third down alert. Can we keep the drive alive? Last game of the year against Kennesaw State. That would make us 7-5. By all accounts, it does look like we're going to get it. So, third down alert again. I like this shallow cross play. For whatever reason, whatever they've been playing against us, the shallow cross is like the beater. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. We don't actually need to jump in. That's going to be enough to end the year. So we're going to end 7-5, 6-2 in conference play. He said that we have the tiebreaker. So we're going to get a conference championship at least that's what he says. We don't win, but we get an appearance. Is he correct? I trust you. Second in the conference, yep. Second Conference USA. We do get to go play in the conference. Okay. So, that's pretty cool. We get a conference championship game here. As the Aggies in year 2, we got much worse as a team, but we still get to go play in a conference. We had a better year with a worse team. I don't know how this game actually determines the overall of teams because it doesn't feel like it's like correct. It's FIU. I got an extension on the contract. FIU went 9-3, so they had the year that you were hoping we would have. For the Central USA Conference Championships, is it a neutral site or does FIU get home field advantage? The Aggies are on the road going all the way to Florida. Florida International. Third down alert. Yeah, it does look like we're in Florida. Let's run the shallow cross. They have that same look, and it looks like they're going to blitz us, too, off the left edge. Doesn't matter. We're going to pick up the first. They're probably going to bring us in here. Where are we at? Red zone. I'm going to half slide to our right, and we're going to be looking for Young here. Run that in. All right. Let's go. Ooh, we got another chance here. Let's run that shallow cross again. It's worked really well against this. And I wouldn't be a very good OC if I wasn't doing what works. What a freaking laser beam to get that behind him. When I saw it, I thought I looked a little too open. But I wasn't sure if I should take the shot or not. I'm actually just going to really quickly hit our tight end here because I think he's going to be open. Yep. That puts us up 14. Third down alert. The defense is playing strong, bro. We're about to win a conference, boys. Year 2. Let's go. No blitz. Hit the Y. Nah, we're not going to convert on this one. That's okay. The defense has played really, really good. Hopefully they can keep it up. All right, another third down. We're going to run this mesh spot. But this time I'm putting Bell on the drag. Or not on the drag, on the fly right, on the fly route. He's gone. We're airing this out, man. We've only needed a handful of plays to actually make an impact here, so ooh, FIU is they're feeling it. They're feeling it. It's a blitz. He's going to get in, boys. Ooh. What do we got? 23-7. It's not quite enough to feel comfortable yet. Oh, I got lucky on that one. I got really, really lucky on that one. Let's go check the coach suggestions. They want us to run a stick. Lydia, I'm gonna put Bell on a fly because I feel like that free safety's gonna not be there. Shit. Yeah. A lot of hunting here. All right. It's gotten close. It's gotten a lot closer than I would like it to be. If the free safety bites down, we're going over the top. But I don't think he can get it. Oh, he got it. Oh, even on a bad throw, he got it. Ooh, we don't get to play defense. 24-29. What do we got, boys? Couple first downs, and we call it a day. A couple first downs, and we can call this a wrap. It'll certainly be the end of the year. Ah, he's fast. Let's put on the chew clock. It's a 5-point game, so you can run the ball, and even assuming you don't get a first, you can kick a field goal and make it an 8-point game. They cannot stop the clock. If we get a first down, it's the end of the game. But as it sits, it's not the end of the game. We have 500 yards against FIU right now. That's insane. All right, so they can't stop us, but I don't think I'm okay to just sit. We pick up a first, it's the game. That's it. That's touchdown. We win. That's going to be the conference, boys. That's the conference, boys. So we get ourselves a Conference USA championship win against FIU in year 2, New Mexico State. Now, the problem, it's a good problem to have, but the problem is we've won a conference, so we know we're going to go up in overall and in prestige. New Mexico State, what are they going to do now that they're going to go up in comp? And like, what does that look like for us? We're bowl eligible, so we're going to get a bowl game too. Oh, we have conference championships. Conference champions, New Mexico State. Conference champions, gotta like it. So week 16, we end 8 and, what is that? 8 and 5. We down FIU. What does it do for the team? What does it do for the program? And what does it do for our coach prestige now that we put an actual winning year together? They're going to give us a bowl game against Western Michigan. Let's look at some job offers here. We have an OC. Okay, so we're leaving. We're leaving. 1-11, 1-11, 2-10. That's the ACC though, man. That's a better conference, but a team went 1-11. What are we thinking here? I'm thinking we take the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets job. They've fallen off a bit. Or do we wait one more week to see what kind of offers we get in week 2? I think we just take this. We take this and we go to the ACC. Western Michigan, they went 9-4. The Broncos, we're down to a 59 for some reason. I don't know exactly why. We probably lost some coach stuff. But we're going to be on the move. We're going to be gone from here. Again, we are only an OC.
Do you want us to wake up the sandwich now?
I mean, sure, I guess I'll stop what I'm doing. Come make a sandwich. I'm going to go make a sandwich. I'll be right back. We're going to go sim to the next season. We are the OC. I'll be right back. What are you making? All right. So we didn't go down in team prestige, which is good. So we are a 3-star. We are officially the OC here for Georgia Tech. Feels good. We're moving. That'll be a home game. Let's make that a home game too. We're going to make all of these home games. So let's go look at the depth chart for the school. Yeah, they got some good players. I mean, we're an actual team. I think we're going to be just fine. Let's look at the coach abilities. So they hired head coach Jamie Thadwell. He's a talent developer. So he's going to be able to make these guys make some jumps. He also has a few things in the tactician tree. Pair that with mine, and the offense is definitely going to be getting some good boosts. He's an offensive recruiter as well. We might have found a pretty decent place to grow here. I'm trying to save some of these so that if we can potentially get into the playoffs, we can maybe get program builder for when we take over as a head coach. We know we'll spend those points eventually anyways, so I guess we should spend them now to help the team. We will do that to help the team, although I don't think that they actually get the help from it, oddly enough. So again, we are the OC, which means we are not recruiting. That is up to the computer. That is up to our head coach to see how they're going to handle that. Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech. Let's actually just take a look to see what they're doing and who they're targeting. They got in on a lot of 5 and 4 stars here. I like that. I like that. That makes me think that we could potentially stay here for a few years until we kind of get, a head coaching job of our own that seems copacetic with what we can bring to the table. Arkansas State, again, it's 3 games, so I'm going to eat some of this lettuce wrap while I... TCU came to town and beat us. This is a conference game. And I have a feeling that we should have played it. Yep, 1 and 2. We're on the road to Wake Forest. I think we're going to get out of the multiple. And we're going to go to the Clemson Air Raid. That's what we're going to do. This is year 1. There was a lot of turnover with the new coaching staff, a lot of people leaving. We need to start turning this around. It's not looking good. We got to win on the road. Big win on the road. Let's see what we can do. Do we play this game? No. No, we don't. But I don't have any illusions of us winning this year, really. We beat them. We're going to play this game against North Carolina. We're at an actual school now. Remember, we... No eyes, no INT, baby. That puts us into the red zone. What do we got here? The problem is, I want to make sure that we're playing in games that I feel like we actually have a chance to win. And Georgia is not even a... That's not even a conference game. It's not our role. We may. Because it is a big game. If you get a win like that, it's really good for your school, but... Oh, shit. That was bad. That was trash. Let's go! Yellow bottle sipping, yellow Lamborghini, yellow top missing. Yep, yep. Shit look like a toupee. I get what you get in 10 years, in 2 days. Defensive pass interference. Man, I bit the hell out of my tongue. I mean, this Georgia Tech team is already having a much better year than it did last year. That's a win. Georgia Tech might go on a little bit of a tear here. What are we thinking? That's a 5-star halfback that they got to commit here. 8th in the ACC. California's coming to town. Let's look at our schedule. We beat Florida State, and then we beat Miami. Then we beat North Carolina. Beat Arkansas. We'll play the Georgia game. We'll play the Georgia game. There's not really a chance of us really being like competitive for the conference, but it's fine. 5-4 means we're already much better. Ooh, that's the game we'll play. Because Syracuse is ranked 4-2 in the conference. I mean, we're 4-2 in the conference, actually. If we can beat Syracuse, we could potentially have a conference push our first year in the ACC, which would be wild if that happened. They're ranked. We could be ranked. Hyman. Man. He dropped that? Bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Bro. All right. All right. We're making bad reads. We need our defense to bail us out. We're not making smart decisions right now. That's a good run, though, by Alvin Isaac. But we did score. They scored, and then we scored, and then it's 13-20, and then I don't know what's happening.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it downfield.
Do. Bum, 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 bum. We're doing good things.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
RPO. So what's the read on the RPO? We're reading him for the pass. For the Y. Run it again. Oh, they called a timeout. Did they? Or did somebody get hurt? Holy shnikes. Woo! That. Let's run the Y cross. We got Zamora on the out. Anderson. Gonna put him on a Texas. Him being on that Texas route actually is what made that dude come down just enough. He bit on that Texas route just enough for the dude to get over the top. I'm going to do that again. That's a really good catch. Him holding on to that is huge. We got the mesh. Hyman on the out. What if I do this instead? Just saying. I don't know. That Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets OC, he might know what he's doing sometimes. I don't know. No. Things are happening. I had that. Oh, wow. I can't play the defense. Starting at the 20. All right. I mean, that's a hell of a play. Come on. Come on. That's a good play. So they're out. It's a 7-point game, and they're out of timeouts. That'll take us to the 2. If we can get just a handful of yards here. 1 yard. Gonna do it. We're gonna get a win at home against Syracuse to move to 6-4. So we have 2 games left. However, we only have 1 game left in the conference. So we have to make a choice. Do we play the conference game or do we play the Georgia game? If we win the conference, I think we're in the playoffs. So it would make sense to play the conference game. I think the ACC has an automatic qualifier if you win the conference. SMU is here in town. I'm second in the conference. If I lose a game, I'm done. I have the tiebreaker against Syracuse. I think we play against SMU. That's the conference. I get it, the Georgia game. I get the Georgia game. But it's all about the conference, man. You win conference championships. That is what matters. That's what's important. So that's going to be the thing that we're going for right now. The Georgia game, I know it's a rivalry game. I know it's a big deal, but it doesn't have conference implications. So, like, what makes more sense? The conference implication game or the game that's just kind of for shits and giggles, you know?
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's King.
Shit.
And he was hit.
I didn't pick up the blitz. That's on me. They scored right away. 3-21. There is a possibility of us being able to lose this game and still compete for the conference championship, but I don't think it's likely. I don't even think it's super probable, but I need the defense to bail us out because we are struggling. So we keep coming back to that play. Let's get a different play. Let's pick a different play.
From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete.
We scored. Red zone. 13-24. We score here. 20-21.
Just keep swinging it. Trying to find the end zone.
5-point game. We can't stop them. 27-21. If we can put up points, we can actually be in the driver's seat.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Matt.
He held on. What are you going to do? 3rd down alert.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the
No, dude, I made the right read. It was the right read. That's going to be the game. Not necessarily, but it definitely could be. I made the right read, but I made a bad throw.
to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming.
I had him beat, and him beat. And I couldn't do anything with it. Yeah, that's going to be the game. So whether or not we actually get to compete in the ACC championship doesn't. It's out of our control now. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. So all right. So where are we at? The journey as it sits, 6-5. There's not a great chance we beat Georgia. Did we really drop that much in the conference? Yeah, we did. What is Georgia sitting at? We're 3 years in. They're 92. I mean, It's the clean, old-fashioned hate. Well, okay. I think Georgia Tech had a pretty good year, personally. 6-6. Chances of us actually beating them is low. 5-3 in the conference is not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. As we do every year, we're gonna wait and see. We'll probably have a bowl game. We will probably have a bowl game. We didn't hit ranked, but from 1-11 to 6-6 is a massive increase. That's a really big jump. So the people who hired us here, they should be pretty happy about what's going down. We're in a good conference. It's another commit there. 8th in the ACC. Isn't great, but it is what it is. Akron. Let's view the job offers. None of that is as good as where we're at. 5-3 in our conference is impressive. I just don't care what anyone says coming off the year that we came off of. So we're going to end the year 7-6 with a bowl win. The game above Sports Bowl. Good for us. Good for us. What's out there now? A head coach, and an OC for the Panthers, which are somehow ranked as a 61 overall school. We're not going to take any of that. But we are going to go ahead and sim to the off season so we can look at the conference and see if anybody's shaken up a bit. So we moved up to a 3.5 star in the off season. Let's look at the custom conferences in the ACC. They're 4.5. Still some really good schools. I mean, that's the off season, so, you know. I just wanted to get a look at the conferences, really. 3 seasons removed, and we are on a 3.5 star Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket team. That's not nothing, man. That's not nothing. Not really a reason to play FCS Southeast. Make the Baylor Bears come play us. Washington State, we end the year against Georgia. We can lock that in. I think that's going to do it for us. We got a good sense of where we're going. We're definitely leveling up as a head coach. We've made some gains. We won a conference championship in year 2 with New Mexico State, the Aggies. We go take over the OC job for a flailing 1-11 Georgia Tech team, in which we lead them to a 7-6 season. Potentially, we were on the cusp of competing for the conference, but we did get a bowl game. We went up in school prestige to a 3.5 star, but we still are only the OC, so it's not the end of the journey. However, this year is looking to be better. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to look at conference standings. 73, 89. So the big guys we got to worry about is the Hurricane, Clemson. That's really it. Everybody else has dropped off quite a bit, and I don't actually think that we're playing either of those schools. We play Clemson. I'm okay with that. We're gonna end it there, though. I'm gonna call this one good. We will get the next episode in. I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you're here and haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Trying to make these more of a thing that we do here on YouTube. The journey is going well. It's going very well. We're up to a 26. We're the OC of a 3.5-star program with all the potential in the world ahead of us. Where we end up is going to be interesting. I'd like to get some playoff games going so we can get program builder. So when we hit the ground as a head coach, we are ready to rock it. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time, and take care of yourselves.